Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. For this special figure showcase, we're going to be looking at a 1987 Decepticon Flywheels. What we're going to do with this video, we'll have a quick look at him in both of his modes, and that can help you decide how you want to display him. I'll show you the accessories that come with him. I'm lucky enough that this guy still actually works as well, so I can show you the little spring-loaded gimmick that was basically an auto transformation. So I'll show you that in just a couple of seconds. And as I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, we can have a look at the artwork and the battle scenes on the back of that. Okay, let's get started. So as I've said, he came out in 1987. He was what's known as a duocon. As you can see, it says that there on the box. And there was two duocons released at the same time, both Decepticons. One of them was Flywheels and one of them was Battletrap. And the little gimmick that they had was that there was basically a sort of mini auto transformation process. So forgive me if I get this wrong, but let's see if we can get it right. So this is the alternate mode. In fact, the alternate mode can either be these two together. So you've got a tank like that. These are incredibly basic. Let's have a quick look. So there is the tank. But the thing to be aware of, you need two rub signs because they are two separate vehicles. So you've got the tank there with the turret. Funnily enough, let's show you the gun as well. So we've got this gun. There we go. Is it going to focus? There we go. We've got this weapon as well. You can actually attach this to the tank as well if you wanted to. But obviously it's mainly for when he's in robot mode. And then you've got the alternate mode as well. And it's a bit like an F4 Phantom jet. Now these both transform, but you cannot make the robot mode, which is this, without having both of them. So basically he won't turn into a robot and he won't turn into a robot. They have to be combined. So let's have a look at that. So this sits on the top, and to be honest, a lot of the time when people play with it, when they display it with the two together. Now, as I say, there is an auto transformation gimmick, and if I push this down right and hold on here, it should, well, hey, it worked. There you go. And that was how it auto transformed into a robot. So that was its little gimmick. So obviously you need to have the springs and the hinges intact there. You'll need to make sure that his head there, and of course that he's got a rub sign there as well. As I've said, he is two separate little vehicles. And then of course same here with the folding hinges, and the springs are okay. These are arms at the side, which you can see in a second. And unfortunately, that literally is the only articulation that was with this figure. So the negative to it was the fact that when he had his gun, it was pointing down. However, because it's got a 5mm peg on the back as well, well, not 5, a couple of millimeter pegs, sorry, you could actually put it that way as well. I mean, it does look more like a sword now, but at least you can point the gun forwards. So, you know, it's still kind of cool. And if I'm being dead honest, I had this when I was a kid and I absolutely loved it. I really did. I thought it was fantastic. I know it's super basic, but if you look at all the original ones, the ones that are super basic, your throttle bots, the mini bots, you know, all the things that, even the, as I said, I did the battle chargers the other day, even them, they are basic, but they're so good. And I think because they were so good and maybe so cheap at the time, that's why you do see so many of them on the secondary market. I'm going to see if I can get that to work again because it is quite impressive. So there's the tank, there's the jet. We're going to press it on top. Well, them 3 tabs are going to rest inside the 3 holes there. And then if you push down the nose and then just make sure you've got the back, that's it, it's ready to pop. And there you go. It came off that time, but there we go. That was the auto transformation process. And again, I think it's brilliant. Right, let's have a quick look at some of the packaging then. So we've got the Takara packaging on the right hand side and the standard Hasbro on the left. I'm just going to move these. Now for this one, strangely enough, let's do the Takara first, because I do like the Takara boxes. I do prefer them for the fact that they're obviously in the polystyrene and they're all nice and neat and kept snug. But for some reason with this, as you'll see in a minute when I turn it round, let's have a quick look there though. So you've got the 2 modes there. You've got the combined mode, and then you've got obviously combined robot mode. So there's probably 3 modes. In fact, you can display it in 3 different modes. But when I spin it around to the back, not only has somebody had the robot points, but that doesn't matter, but there isn't actually a battle scene, which is very, very unusual for Japanese boxes, because even the little small ones normally have a battle scene. But this is more to show you about, I suppose, the gimmick that it was mainly famous for. So there we go. The D stood for Destron, which is of course a Decepticon, and it was number 97. Whereas with the Hasbro one, Although I don't normally prefer the Hasbro, but with these I do, because for the fact is when you spin it round, as you're going to see in a second, we've got a lovely battle scene. And of course 1987 was the year of the headmasters, and there is of course the two main headmasters, Fortress Maximus, Scorponok, and then you've got the rest of them around, the Hurricanes, Mindwipe, and there we go. Great battle scene. Great battle scene. It does look really good. So as I say, you've got a couple of choices how you want to display them. You can either have them individually. Oh, it's going to transform again now. Individually in both of their alternate modes, like so, or in the robot. And I think, let's be honest, I think although the robot you can't really do much with, it wins hands down. It definitely does. So there you go. It is a very quick video. Just, in fact, before we finish, I have actually got the new one as well. So just, you know, just to show you how times have changed. And there we go. I mean, obviously the new one makes up for the old one with his articulation, etc, etc. But the interesting thing with the new one as well, of course, they changed his name. So he's no longer known as Flywheels. I think it's Skytread. I'm pretty sure it is. Bear with me for a couple of seconds. Yes, it is. There we go. So that must have been for copyright reasons, but there we go. There's his original and his new form. Okay, hope you guys like looking at him. I know these videos I get quite a few comments to say, especially from like the younger subscribers who've never seen the G1s. They'll have obviously seen this figure. Somebody on the last video I did actually, the comparison, said they didn't even know that there was a Generation 1 original, and of course that's probably because they changed his name. But there you go. So like I say, for the younger viewers, they must laugh when they see our primitive toys that we used to have, shall we say. And then of course for the new guys, you can just see how good the older guys like me, that you can see how good the kids have got it today. But there you go. Let's wrap this up. So there he is. His name is Flywheels. He was a duocon at the time. As I said, they've changed his name now to Skytread, so you won't be able to find this guy if you're looking for Flywheels. You're looking for Skytread. And yeah, it came out in 1987, and yeah, Decepticon, two of them. Brilliant. Hope you enjoyed looking at it too. Take care, everybody. And of course, please like and subscribe and keep your comments coming. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.